The Women's World Cup has been run and won by the American team, who have wasted no time in again demanding equal pay. Giddy sports reporters, serious news anchors and Democrat politicians, including a number of presidential candidates, including Elizabeth Warren and Kamala Harris, were quick to jump on the bandwagon, decrying the fact that the elite female soccer players are not paid the same as their male counterparts. Of course, their arguments and outrage lack substance, logic and basic numeracy. The truth is, if there was greater equality, the women would be paid even less for winning the World Cup. Allow me to explain. The prize pool for the Women's World Cup was US $30 million, while the Men's World Cup held last year had prize money of $400 million US. That looks pretty unfair until you look at how much revenue each respective competition generated. The 2018 men's competition in Russia produced somewhere between 4.8 and 6 billion US, depending on whose figures you believe. So that 400 million prize money represents just 6.7 to 8.3% of revenue. In contrast, the Women's World Cup will reportedly generate around 131 million. So the 30 million prize money is 22.9% of the revenue. That's a far more generous percentage than the one earned by men. But one mustn't allow facts and figures to get between leftist activists and their endless reserves of outrage. Female sports stars should enjoy the spoils to the same extent of male athletes. They are entitled to the same percentage of revenue, whether it's gate receipts, TV rights or sponsorship. That they generally generate significantly less in every area is not due to structural inequality or entrenched misogyny. It's due to the preferences of sports fans, including the overwhelming majority of female viewers who prefer to watch male sporting competitions. Perhaps that's because the male competitions are considered better entertainment or of a higher standard. After all, 2 years ago, the triumphant World Cup winners were beaten by a bunch of pimply teenage boys. The US women's team lost 5-2 against an under-15s academy side from Dallas. A year earlier, the Australian side, the Matildas, lost 7-0 to an under-15 boys side from Newcastle. Is it any wonder why most sports fans still gravitate to men's competitions?